Before COVID, March 2020, deposits on cars were not necessary, but you were asked to put a deposit on a car. Before COVID again, you were asked to put $100, $500 down on a deposit on a vehicle. Now the reason you were asked to put a deposit down on a vehicle was so that we could hold the vehicle for you. We might have five or six vehicles of the same vehicle in stock, but we wanted to get a commitment from you. So we said, hey, would you like to put a deposit down on this car? Not did we ask you. We wanted to get you to commit to buying that car if you decided you wanted to think about it, or if you decided you wanted to come back the next day. We said, as dealership employees, leave $100 or $500 deposit on that particular car. Before COVID, we did that regardless because we wanted you to give us a commitment. Now, after COVID, we're in 2022. If the dealer asks you to put a deposit down on a car, yes, we're asking for a commitment. Yes, we're saying we might only have one of that car that you want, or maybe even two, or it might only be that one particular car. So because it's 2022 and we are after COVID, but we're still in COVID, if the dealership asks you to put $500 down, $100 down to hold that car, I would suggest you do that. And especially if you have looked at a car and you want that particular car and that car has not arrived at the dealership yet, which means that that car is in transit to the dealership. Or if you go on the website of the dealership and you see that the car is available and it says in transit, that means that the car has not arrived at the dealership. But the salesperson or the person at the dealership said to you, let me get this application from you, let me get you pre-approved, or let me get you approved with that particular car. And then when that car comes in, you take delivery of that car. I would suggest you do that. If the dealership asks you for a deposit of a car, you do that. You put that deposit down that car because you want that particular car. You do not want to say that you just wait and take your chances and you wait for the car to arrive, because the person behind you or the person in front of you that maybe looked at that car or looked at that invoice, not looked at that car because that car is not at the dealership yet, but the person before you or after you have been approached at putting a deposit down on that car and also getting approved, and they said no, and you said no. So that person behind you, in front of you, came back and said, I want that particular car. You lose out on that car. So bottom line of this video is, leave that deposit on that car if you want that car and the car is not at the dealership, or that car is at the dealership and you want to take 24 hours to think about it, or you want to go get your finances together. All right, I'll see you in the next video.